everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of heavyweights between George Foreman and Wladimir Klitschko.
5 losses by way of Marshall, Big George Foreman. His adversary, his professional record stands at 55 wins, including 49 big knockouts and only 3 defeats. Wladimir, Dr. Steel Hammer Klitschko.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. Wladimir Klitschko against Big George Foreman. Now, Klitschko's a big guy in his own right, but I don't know that he's ever been in against a guy that's big, strong, powerful, and as talented as George Foreman.
Yeah, boxing can be complicated sometimes. It can be about strategy, technique, about strength, about who uses their size better. Sometimes it's very simplistic. Who has the better chin? Foreman has the better chin.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot.
Side, side.
Targeting that belt line with the right hand.
Morning.
Wladimir Klitschko's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by George Foreman. Halfway through this round here. A headshot blocked. To the head he goes with a left hand. Teddy, most ringside experts feel that this is very much going to be a tactical fight.
Yeah, both these guys throw punches like they're paying for them. And guess what? They're both cheapskates.
Good shot to the head with that right hand. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Great hook to the head that time. George Foreman talks about the rope-a-dope, saying, you remember the rope-a-dope? I was the dope. That has stayed with him.
Yeah, it has. You know, that was a ghost that had to be exercised. And it took him 20 years to exercise those ghosts.
Everybody knows Wladimir Klitschko wants to do that right there. The jab, the straight, typically the win. They're not exactly getting to know each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other early on here.
Yeah, Joe, if this keeps up, they're both going to have headaches, and we're going to have one of the great fights to talk about.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. Fine work with the left hand. He landed well by George Foreman. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Guy, I want you to use the ring and keep your distance. You're doing fine. He's just beating you to punch, that's all.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway.
Keep your hands up.
Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? they're opening up. Both right hands land. Wladimir Klitschko's ability to put together those 2, 3, 4 punch combinations, that's what makes Wladimir so dangerous when he goes into that mode.
Yeah, one other thing with it, Joe, the power. He has power with those punches, unlike his brother. His brother doesn't really put them together with really bad intentions. With Wladimir, yes, he does.
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. All that size, all that leverage, and that pure athleticism of Wladimir Klitschko, and it comes in the form of the left hand that time. Halfway through round number 2. He can turn that punch over. Wladimir Klitschko has a knack for taking just 6 inches of punching distance and making it so impactful. You know, we're early in this fight, but George Foreman's energy may come into question soon. He's throwing a lot of punches, Teddy.
Yeah, and his mental energy, too. I'm wondering if he's getting a little discouraged that his opponent is not showing a lot of effect from all those shots.
Wladimir Klitschko still shaking after feeling that uppercut. Nice strike after catching one by Wladimir Klitschko. Wladimir Klitschko, a very worldly guy. He has interests beyond the ring, an avid golfer, but also a chess player and a kite surfer. Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. And now he's targeting upstairs. Lands flush with the 2-punch combo by Wladimir Klitschko. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Wladimir Klitschko. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. And that's the end of round 2. Wladimir Klitschko's very accurate, and you can see it even early on in this fight, Teddy. He just has a target from long range that he can hit upon, and it's his opponent's head.
Well, what he's doing is he's acting like a realtor. What I mean by that is he's charging his opponent for real estate. Every foot that he comes in, he charges him 3 or 4 punches.
You gotta throw more. You gotta fight. You gotta throw more. Don't fight it, fight.
Number 3 is underway. Big block by Big George. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Klitschko is a well-rounded fighter, and right now Wladimir is showing you what he can do defensively. Very sound, keeping those arms up and blocking well. Well, this is the kind of work, a good solid headshot that won Wladimir Klitschko the heavyweight championship and has kept him on top now for the better part of this decade.
Yeah, what I like about it is when he throws the punches, he's always in position to come back with another one. I'm expecting him to start coming back with other ones now.
That was a fine block by Wladimir Klitschko. Wladimir Klitschko's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
back to George Foreman and his early days, and I think one of the visions that most fans remember is holding that tiny little American flag in the Mexico City Olympic Games in 1968 after claiming gold.
You know, that's an interesting point because Foreman's not known as a guy with great personality. You know, he's a guy who's a disdainful-looking guy. You know, he's a guy that kind of reminds you almost of a Sonny Liston. He tries to intimidate you. He does intimidate you with his power, with his size. But at that moment, he showed that he has personality, that it's inside him.
Little head knocking with that right hand. Scored well up top. Tried the hook, didn't get it. Count down the final moments of this round.
Keep that head moving.
Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Okay, relax. Relax.
There you go.
Take a deep breath.
Don't stand toe-to-toe with this guy. Keep your distance, all right? Don't waste energy. But I want you to keep those hands moving.
Wladimir Klitschko's up on Teddy's scorecard 3 rounds to zip, but still obviously a lot can happen at this point forward. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here today?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Come on!
The left hand coming into play by Wladimir Klitschko. Clean shot with the right. A well-placed uppercut by Wladimir Klitschko.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Foreman's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance.
Back to the body. Let's see some more head movement. Let's see some more head movement. Get out of the way.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. 90 seconds to go here in this round.
Move!
And he's holding. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Wladimir Klitschko. Foreman's failure to get away from his opponent's right hand is really the difference in this fight.
Yeah, it is. He continues to get hit with the same punch. Needs to slip to the left.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
Keep moving, keep moving.
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. this round comes to an end. A round in which this fighter threw a lot of punches, didn't land a lot of punches. I'll tell you, what advice can you give to him if you're the trainer?
Well, first of all, deal with the psychological part. Joe, don't forget, 75% of this game is psychological. Don't let him get discouraged, because even though he's not going to say nothing, in his head he's starting to get discouraged. Just say to him, hey, listen, you're going to catch him. Let's shorten him up a little bit. And you know what? He's moving his head, so go to the body. Because now you're going to hit him a little in the body, because the body's not moving.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. Able to dismiss that body shot.
Looking good.
Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Foreman's got to be asking himself, at least his corner's got to be asking, can this go on like this? Can we continue to work at this work rate, throwing this many punches and be this ineffective?
So if he was a painter, he definitely wouldn't be Rembrandt, because, you know, they're not clean strokes. They're not strokes that, you know, you look at them and they're paying off for him. I mean, he's more like...
He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Wladimir Klitschko and that hook, so dangerous. I mean, Wladimir is dangerous in so many ways, but that hook can wipe somebody out. Foreman's clearly a... Wow! A good knifing punch. That back power hand just scored the knockdown.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
So Big George Foreman able to get up after that knockdown, and now a real challenge in front of him.
Now the challenge right now is really the opposite of any challenge that he's ever faced before. Usually the challenge is how to get rid of a guy, you know, how to put his big paws on a guy. Now he has to find a way to survive.
Keep moving, keep moving.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. That's a stinging right hand by Wladimir Klitschko. Teddy, I think the fans sometimes don't appreciate it, but what he's doing right now on the outside is very smart.
Well, this is the sweet science, Joe, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's under...
Solid. He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it. Look at this. Wladimir Klitschko's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight.
By knockout, your winner, Dr. Steel Hammer Klitschko.
Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good, clean finish with the knockout.
Yeah, as a trainer, you want to know, can a guy punch? Can a guy defend? You know, can a guy control distance? But you want to know, can a guy finish? He got the answer. Yes, he can finish.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us ringside.